Coming up, a downtown bridge to help traffic problems takes another step to completion.
And how students can take a bite out of their college tuition bills. Your News Valdosta starts now. Welcome to News Valdosta. I'm Ariel Brooks.
And I'm Daniel Young. If you've ever been stuck at a railroad crossing in downtown Valdosta, a new bridge is on the way. A West Hill Avenue overpass project is moving closer to becoming a reality. The project will place an overpass on West Hill so trains traveling through the city do not delay motorists in downtown Valdosta. At the council meeting tomorrow night, the council will consider a contract to move the underground utilities in the area. The meeting begins at 5:30 and it's open to the public.
Lowndes County took part in a political forum Monday night. The forum was put on by the 30 Club of Valdosta at the Serenity Church. The candidates were each given 2 minutes to make their opening statements. Then they were given 2 minutes to answer any questions the audience members had. The session got a little heated when competitors were given a minute to respond to the answers. Lastly, the candidates were given a minute to take their closing remarks.
There's new information about last month's deadly assault on the U.S. consulate in Benghazi. According to emails obtained by CNN, the White House, State Department, and the FBI were informed a militant Islamic group had claimed credit 2 hours after the attack began. And U.S. diplomats were informing officials in Washington about the unfolding assault while it was happening. The emails raised further questions about the seeming confusion on the part of the Obama administration to determine the nature of the September attack and those who planned it. The attack left U.S. Ambassador Christopher Stevens and 3 other Americans dead.
President Barack Obama is scheduled to participate in a live event on MTV this Friday. The president will answer questions from college students in Washington, D.C. and also via Facebook. MTV's Ask Obama Live is the first interview during this campaign that is focused on young people and their concerns such as jobs, the cost of college student loans, and social issues like LGBT rights. MTV has also invited Governor Mitt Romney for a special as well and hopes to conduct a sit-down interview with him before Election Day.
Attending college may be a wise decision for the future, but it's also an expensive one. News Valdosta's Valencia Williams has more on the rising cost of college.
The annual increase in the cost of tuition contribute to the rise in the price of a college education. Expenses such as room and board, books, food, parking and transportation, and recreation all play major roles.
One of the factors is reduction in state funding for public colleges and universities. That has led to a lot of the expenses being moved from state funds to tuition and fees.
Many students are opposed to the rise in tuition and prefer a set rate to know how much to spend on college each year instead of taking loans out.
I feel like it's unnecessary for students to have hope and Pell and then have to take out an extra loan, a loan or two, just to attend a university.
If going to a public or private university is too expensive, students may choose to save money by staying home to go to a local community college or take an online program to earn their degree. With the cost of college continuing to rise, students may have to dig into their pockets just a little bit deeper in order to finance their education or find more affordable options. With News Valdosta, I'm Valencia Williams.
Coming up, we'll tell you about the governor's new plan to help students complete college.
And we'll look at our weather forecast that's going to bring cooler evenings. Stay with us.
Valdosta State University.
Quality academics.
Caring faculty mentors.
A beautiful campus.
Opportunities for involvement, leadership, and service.
Championship athletics, spirit and pride.
Discover your opportunities.
Valdosta State University.
That's slow. That's slow. That's slow and below. Look, he's blushing. Seriously. Okay.
Welcome back to News Valdosta. A Bibb County woman is among a growing number of people to be infected by fungal meningitis here in Georgia.
The fungal meningitis is connected to a tainted steroid shot given by numerous doctors around the globe. Dougherty County is on the list of facilities where the shots from the New England Compound Center were shipped, but the FDA has recently taken that list down and are awaiting an updated version. Health officials say that it can take several months for symptoms to show up, so the number of cases may rise. If the patient did receive one of these contaminated injections, the patient would be contacted by their doctor to see if they were experiencing any symptoms.
Public health researchers at the University of Sydney have found 107 apps on iPhones and Androids with pro-smoking messages, including so-called smoking simulators. Android and Apple offer apps that let you light and smoke a virtual cigarette. You simply blow into the microphone or into the screen, and an image of a cigarette glows red and burns. Some apps time how long it takes to smoke the whole thing. Many of the apps are free to download and target children or teens by using cartoons, games, and celebrities. The researchers say these games violate the World Health Organization's bans on smoking advertisements.
An 80-year-old patient in Rio de Janeiro clinic died after a student nurse accidentally injected coffee into her veins. The 23-year-old nurse, Rehane Tellez, accidentally administered an intravenous drip filled with coffee and milk to the woman, who died hours after the fluid was injected into her body. Tellez defends her mistake in a television interview, saying anyone can get confused. Tellez, 2 nurses, and another student have been indicted for manslaughter.
Governor Nathan Deal has begun an initiative to help Georgians receive more degrees. News Valdosta's Corey Anderson caught up with the president of VSU to get more information on exactly how VSU is implementing this plan.
By 2020, 60% of jobs in Georgia will require applicants to have at least a certificate, an associate's degree, or a bachelor's degree. Currently, only 42% of Georgia's young adults have an education of that level.
One of the things that you'll find for us is completion goals vary from student to student, and so what we try to do is to tailor it to each student. It's very, very important for us to understand the completion goals for every one of our students.
Governor Nathan Deal's Complete College Initiative has been embraced by the University System of Georgia and the Technical College System of Georgia. Those 2 groups have collaborated and gotten their schools to put forth their own college completion plan.
We're trying to make sure that students have the ability to actually get a degree in 4 years if they progress on time, scheduling courses in unique ways to enable them to do that, providing financial advising to assist with them.
Valdosta State University's college completion plan intends to expand our advertising efforts to attract more students. It will pay special attention to recruiting more military students and non-traditional students.
We started working on the completion plan in January, and it was due to the board in July. So we turned it in. It was accepted by the board. The only critique they had was they told us that we could have made it a little longer if we felt like we needed to, but they told us we were limited to so many pages.
Valdosta State University's plan includes making school more accessible. With new programs such as E-Major, students will be able to take their majors classes online. Valdosta State University's college completion plan is based less on finding new students and more on making sure its current students graduate. With News Valdosta, this is Corey Anderson.
VSU's Office of Career Services invites students to the Fall Career Expo tomorrow from 10 to 2 at the University Center. Attendees are encouraged to bring several copies of their resumes and to arrive early to get as much exposure to potential employers as possible. While professional dress is not required, it is highly encouraged. Career Services wants to remind students that their first impression with an employer is important. A list of participating organizations is available on the Office of Career Services website.
Taking a look at your local weather, you may have woken up this morning with a chill in the air. This morning we had 47 degrees and light fog, but later today we can look forward to sunny skies and a high of 84. Tonight will be clear with a low near 60, and tomorrow will be partly cloudy with highs in the mid-80s, and evening will be partly cloudy as well with a low in the 60s.
Coming up, good news for Blazer athletics and 2 different sports.
A huge air show is coming to Moody Air Force Base. We'll have the details when we come back.
Did you know kids who play outdoors have healthier lungs?
Totally.
I did. Did you know that boys that play with dolls make better husbands?
My son has lots of dolls. But did you know terry cloth diapers breathe better?
I did.
It's totally true.
Oh, yeah.
Did you know that strollers have the right of way on the sidewalk?
Yes.
Yep, I did. Did you guys
Did you know that kids who eat breakfast have higher GPAs?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. That's actually what I was going to say.
Did you know babies should never touch silver? It's really bad for them.
I knew that.
Did you guys know that statistically friendly kids have more friends?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's obvious.
Did you know most people think they're using the right car seat for their kid, but they're not?
Parents who really know it all know for sure that their child is in the right seat at the right age and size. Visit safercar.gov/the right seat to make sure your child is protected.
I'm putting that on my blog.
I just put it in mine.
Welcome back to News Valdosta. I'm Daniel Young.
And I'm Ariel Brooks. There's good news today for not 1 but 2 VSU sports teams. We'll start with an update about Blazer football. The first rankings for the Southern Intercollegiate Athletic Conference have been released. These rankings place the Valdosta State University Blazers 4th in the region. The Blazers currently have a record of 6 wins and 2 losses overall, and a record of 5 wins and 2 losses against Division II competition. Their next game will be away at Shorter tomorrow.
Speaking of Shorter College, the Blazer soccer team came away with a win against them this past Monday. The game ended with a score of 3-0 thanks to the efforts of Blakely McClellan. McClellan scored a hat trick in the game. She scored on all 3 shots she made. The VSU soccer team improves its record to 12 wins, 2 losses, and 2 ties. The team's next game will be at home against West Alabama this Friday.
Last night, VSU students attended a talent show organized by Housing and Residence Life and Iota Phi Theta. Students auditioned to be a part of the talent show to showcase their talents in front of their peers. A live band and DJ cranked up the tunes for the contestants as they sang, rapped, and danced to woo the crowd and judges. Only 3 of the 8 contestants won prizes. First place prize was a $50 Visa gift card, and second place prize was a $25 gift card. The third place prize was a college gift basket that contained snacks and study utensils. The talent show was a great opportunity for students to come together and appreciate their peers' talents.
This weekend, Moody Air Force Base is hosting its annual air show. The Thunderbirds will be flying above in style, darting in and out of the clouds, and showing their awesome skills. Hero recognition will be hosted Friday morning at 7. News Valdosta will be there to cover this exciting event. The open house is free to the public. Contact Moody Air Force Base to find out more about the Thunderbird show this Saturday.
And this day in history, a little over a century ago, we salute the first person to plunge over Niagara Falls in a barrel. 63-year-old Annie Taylor took the plunge shortly after her husband died in the Civil War. Taylor was strapped into the barrel with the help of 2 assistants. The barrel and Taylor went over the 175-foot drop and came ashore about 20 minutes later. 15 people since her have taken on the daredevil stunt, but only 10 have survived. Regardless of the technique, going over the falls is illegal, and if the rocks do not crush you at the bottom of the falls, the penalties and fines on both sides of the border will definitely hurt.
Thanks for watching News Valdosta. I'm Daniel Young.
And I'm Ariel Brooks. Have a great day, and we'll see you tomorrow.